Previously, we hit White Pocket, Alstrom Point, and ended up in Moab in the rain. On this final episode, we tackle fins and things. It was our first time in Moab, and we quickly realized all the difficulty ratings here were just a tad bit tougher than back at home.
Kinda nice. Another morning, another sunrise, another bedhead. We woke up to fin and things. Let's see where we're at. Those are our neighbors. Don't want to be a creeper. From up here, that's where we came from. Here's our little hobo town. Oh, we got multiple neighbors, huh? So I'm expecting good things from today, really good things from today. We're probably gonna hit a lot of fun things. Once if we can even get out of fin and things, I'm probably gonna take a look at the trail book to see what it says about the area and what it says about the trail that we're on. Unbelievable fun and fantastic scenery. Yeah, I think so. Holy moly, what a climb.
Sometimes when I'm up close to an obstacle, I question if vehicles are even able to ascend such terrain. Moab is on another level. This isn't even considered a tough trail around here.
Go down window, you clear! Yeah, man, it's only much clearer. It's nothing!
Now, I didn't pack my protractor, but that looked real close to 45 degrees at some points of this climb, and he made it look easy. Next up is Mohammed in his Grand Cherokee WK with that 5.7 liter Hemi. Now, tell me this doesn't look like 45 degrees to you. This line didn't end up working out, so we tried another. Ooh, crunchy. Awesome, he made it up. And now that both Jeeps got through, let's bring the Toyotas up. Geez, Hui, what a drive. He made a plan, stuck to it, and just drove on up. Next up is Randy, featuring John DZ in the passenger seat. A big shout out to John DZ Adventuring for sharing his camera angles with me on this video. Go check out his channel, linked up top and in the description below.
Alright, we got Nori. He's an excellent spotter. My next shot. Okay, so he's looking straight on it. Okay. Alright, go try there. Forward. Oh my god. Damn. Driver a little bit. Okay, straight. Oh man. Fuck, that's butt clinchy, man.
The others have already moved on, and the camera guy has gotta get through. Unfortunately, I got stuck on the crawl and could use a better understanding of bumping through the sections. Currently, the LandCruiser is way more capable than its driver, but we're going to fix that up over the next few years. Be sure to check us out in a few years and see how my driving improves. Subscribe today to join our community and become Borderline family. You know how you can help me get up this hill? By smashing that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm push this video out to more people and really does help out the channel. We did it, boys! The other side of this climb, we can see our first hints of the fins of fins and things. Is this not just the loveliest set of stairs?
Drop, slow, slow. A little bit later, slow down. Gentle, okay, keep going. I got a wheel off of. No, it's okay. Keep going. Turn, no, turn, driver. Slow, driver, keep driver more. Slow, there you go, very nice, you go down.
If you don't feel like experiencing the butt-clenching climb, or if it would simply be too dangerous for your vehicle to attempt it, you can take this bypass. Or if you're simply scared witless, at this point of the trail there's also an option to exit. Even the bypass has some pretty big holes. It could be an issue if your axles are getting crossed up or if you just don't have enough clearance. The climb right after this section might look rough, but it is pretty straightforward and you just walk right up should your crawl ratio allow you to. Plenty of traction. Alright, trekking on.
3, 2, 1, rear driver. Now,
How's the clearance on the trail swing?
Very clear.
How many inches?
Like 1.5 feet.
Okay, well that's a lot.
We're here on Fins and Things, and for the learning off-roader like myself, I think this is kind of cool. There's a lot of these features. Some of them require walking, so some of these features are like you gotta walk them because they look a little sketchy, but then after that, I mean, this is like training grounds. This is so epic. There's so many side-by-sides around here. There's so many capable vehicles. And then we look at our rigs and we look at our pockets. Ouch! And we think to ourselves, yeah.
It's an ugly line. It's not a line I would take, but okay.
oh, sorry, I just shadowed you.
Hitting, is that exhausts?
Keep to the corner.
You're not gonna like it, but you gotta do it.
Oh, exhaust.
Some of you might be confused why a Honda is on this trail. Well, first off, better with a group with recovery gear than alone. Secondly, know that this isn't the type of terrain that John hits on the regular. It wouldn't make sense to, and there isn't a need to hit obstacles like this back to back. I believe it is a challenge that he's accepted, to understand the limits of his vehicle, how it acts in differing scenarios, and just how far he can push it when he's out exploring. It does come with its risks, but I believe that what he is doing is respectable.
I mean, it's just one hairy thing after another, huh? What is this?
Full flex.
Wild.
feel it right where you hit, that's where you need to clear. Okay. Roll back about 6 inches. Stop. Turn full passenger. Come up. Now full driver. What's spinning? Only one front passenger is spinning. Rear's not spinning.
Oh, the rear was spinning.
Was it?
Yeah, you can see it spinning up.
Okay, then we'll change it up. Go full passenger. And as you start coming up, you're gonna straighten out. Come on, all-wheel drive. Hold up. Yes.
Holy crap.
Go slow. Go slow. Go slow until we know what's gonna hit or not hit. From right here, it doesn't look like you're gonna hit, so momentum and go. Fucking hell yes.
Come on, just keep going.
Ah, you had it.
Don't let up.
Go, 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 go. Don't let off. Got it.
Wow. Oh my god. The dilemma we ran into was, should we just try other features or try to complete finning things? I mean, we're here at Moab, we might as well try to finish one of the features, right? The other thing is, we haven't come across the gnarly stuff yet. Because what we went through, it wasn't even mentioned on other videos. It wasn't gnarly worthy enough.
And after about another 7 seconds of contemplating, it was decided to move onward. The reason for contemplation was because this is where the first section of Fins and Things breaks off in a pavement and continues after about a mile down the road. It was a temptation to give up, and I'm so glad we didn't fall for it. After playing around on some fins, this next obstacle had us stopped in our tracks. Approaching it looks like you're about to drive down a cliff. Let's walk it. There's another line to the right. We saw side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and lifted Wranglers go through. None of our vehicles fell into those categories, so we all took the gentler, yet steep, left line down.
In the distance, I hear Nori saying things like, "It's not that bad." I'm gonna wait till my butt's all clenched up in the driver's seat. Here we go.
Why did we do this, Sketch?
Hey, we found a disco.
There was a fun group of guys descending this same hill right before we got there. It really is assuring seeing another vehicle go down successfully before your own attempt. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you getting this shot, John, because my hands were a little busy at the moment and I couldn't get to my camera.
Non-tippy or tippy? I want that one.
Oh, I see it. From up here? Yeah. Just ride it, right? Whoa.
Yep, that's a nice line.
Follow my finger. That's the non-tippy line. Straight.
I need that non-tippy line.
For a LandCruiser. You want the non-tippy line too?
Yeah, because I have my rooftop tan, remember?
I need as much non-tippy line as possible.
Wow!
You're done.
The bumper is clearing like less than half an inch. Hold that line, don't move the wheel.
If you're looking for an explanation as to why he's using the wall, there's a hole up top that looks very intimidating when the rest of the way down is just shortly after. Once that top section is cleared, it is just a smooth descent down into the lower section where there is another hole on the descent. Another hole, another tipping point. As long as we don't hit it in an incredibly terrible line and have very harsh braking, we're probably in the clear of rolling over sideways. Nice descent, Mohammed, making it look easy. Randy and his 4Runner have seen some vehicles go down and now have opted for the non-tippy option, hugging a ridge in the bottom half. Check it out.
Nice.
That's some awesome execution of the plan in mind.
Non-tippy. Straight up. Straight.
That's a good line.
Straight.
Slow, slow, your bumper, slow. You're clear. Sure.
I bet I know what he's thinking right now. Probably something along the lines of, my GX has a lot of weight on the roof, a higher center of gravity, and I really don't feel like rolling her over today. Let's see how he and his GX do. That's pretty good. Very little tipping. Line is everything. Nice driving, Hui. Nori's situation is always a different one because of the Jeep Gladiator's wheelbase and reduced departure angle from the pickup's bed hangout. His lines require wider turns and sharper exits to not scrape his butt on every descent. In this case, he does go into the hole and utilizes the Jeep's articulation to avoid the rear end from scraping. It's a fine balance. Did you know the Jeep Gladiator has a longer wheelbase than a Suburban? Nuts. Little lean, no scrape. Nice driving. The moment we've been waiting for. Here comes the passport. John DZ Adventuring. John's situation is always a different situation from ours because he's got a combination of less wheel articulation, higher center of gravity, and no low gearing for these harsh descents and climbs here on Fins and Things. Will he make it? You can see the vehicle teetering as it hits the shallowest part of the hole possible to stay on the right line. If any more driver, he'll end up in the deepest part of the hole, any more passenger, and he descends on the steeper part of the hill.
Don't bounce it, you'll hit. Don't bounce. Good job.
Control.
A combination of his tires, lift, and front bumper modification prevented him from scraping in this situation. His approach is awfully close to the ground, but he makes it through scrape-free. Nice job on this one, John.
Slow.
You probably want to see vehicles flying off this descent, hitting it fast full send. I would too. But going slow reduces the amount of suspension compression and keeps your ground clearance predictable for both the driver and the spotter.
Hey, John. Oh, it's so dark I can't see. We all made it down without rolling. So we're one step closer to finishing our first trail at Moab. Let's keep moving.
From here, we're just enjoying going up and down the fins of Fins and Things, having ourselves a great time enjoying Utah's scenery, each other's company, and of course, the awesome drive. It's like each mile that passes, we appreciate the vehicles that brought us here that much more. on this next climb you can bypass it, but some of us gave it a quick send to the slick rock. I guess Randy's going to the moon!
Count 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, something's wrong with Wee's vehicle. We were all playing around at the hill and, you know, we were hitting stuff and
It looks okay for me.
There's like almost like a blockage in the line or something. Because the power steering pump is fighting.
Yeah, it didn't turn at all.
I don't see anything weird.
oh!
Yeah, that's right. It's hard, right?
A bit scary. Looks like the car cannot turn left. False alarm. So,
I think I had my settings wrong and my audio was just shot, so I'm just gonna voice over and hope for the best. We ended up steering all the way passenger full lock, and then the GX could steer again. We guessed it might have been the teeth of the rack and pinion getting out of line during that last bump.
I think we gotta calm down, and the lesson is not to go crazy because we still have to go home, right?
This section is quite interesting. There are 4 ways down this area and you can choose your own adventure. 2 of the chutes look forgiving, 1 looks pretty tough, and 1 looks like it's a side-by-side or dirt bike line. So, which adventure will you take? And just as we thought we were in the clear,
14.5?
That is, I use more power than it is charging. I've been driving all day. So if I want,
You know what it sounds like, guys? I'm having issues with either my battery or alternator or something, because when I get a Christmas tree light like that, it's because of the voltage.
yeah, low voltage.
And look, I can't open my rear hatch.
Don't you have your Thor, whatever that thing is?
I do, but
Let's try it. The engine starts. Yeah, the engine
yeah.
starts.
So what's the plan now?
Let's go.
We're gonna try to charge it up a little bit, huh?
My heart rate is so high right now. I mean, it's not a hard going trail. It's just if something goes wrong, then you're rolling down these hills. This is probably the part of fins and things that everyone knows about. Check it out. We're on like the ridge line of, we're just riding the hills.
Got perfect GoPro footage of you going up that hill, man.
Your heart. Can my heart take this?
Hey, my Christmas tree went away.
Congratulations.
Did you hear that on the radio? Looks like John's Christmas tree lights have went away.
Yeah, it was probably because you were just sitting there with that one wheel spinning.
Yeah, low voltage battery, and then I guess alternator charge it up all the way.
Off camber, John.
we found ourselves in an interesting situation. A side-by-side rolled in the group ahead of us, causing some trail traffic. So we asked about it and they said they pretty much had everything handled and there'd just be a small delay. Another side-by-side, an experienced driver, showed up and offered us a ride. Shane and Ashley, you two scared the hell out of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man! He's doing two rounds. What the heck?
Oh man! Holy
crap!
Whoa! Yeah. It like defies the laws of physics.
Yeah, what is up with this machine?
It's crazy.
Wow!
Alright, back to our vehicles.
Alright, so we just got done with helping someone, well, side by side, the one that rolled onto its side. We just helped the gentleman realign the door so that it could close again. And they moved on, and we should be on our way as well. But, I mean, after just hearing that a side by side went on its side, we got some scary hills up ahead. I mean, they're all pretty steep. Oh god.
Only way out.
It says dead end. I think this way and this way are dead ends. God damn it, Moab. God damn it. Oh my gosh.
Going downhill sideways and lifting a tire. You might be asking why and how this can happen, or might have already come up with an explanation yourself. We have an entire episode dedicated to this incident. I'll leave a card up top and a link down below in the description if you want to join in on the discussion.
That, if you were there in person, looking at that, you just see a wall.
I've got this habit of naming terrain, and I'm sure this will eventually catch on, but from here on out, this place will be known as John's Hill. Can you imagine being next in line after watching what just happened to John? This was our first time on this trail and nobody really knew what to expect on this trail. Keeping the mental calm as possible, we made it look easy. To spice things up even more, we added some mud to his tires for the next obstacle. This obstacle gives you a choice to make a harsh steep climb to the left or just a steep climb off to the right, and then you just chug along up the hill. It was getting dark and windy, so we all opted to just complete the trail as quick as we could to minimize incurring any further trail damage.
Holy crap, I'm staring at a wall. Keep going. I passed the 9 mile marker and I guess we're nearing the end of the end of this trail, but I hope there's no more crazy obstacles because it's really getting dark now, and we need to find camp fast.
Huh, looks like the stormy winds blew up my audio again. It was getting dark and we were seeing storm clouds nearby. Nonetheless, we were all pumped after finishing our very first trail in Moab. Fins and things! We took it slow and there is quite a lot of trail traffic. You probably noticed the sun is just barely clinging onto the horizon as we crossed the finish line. Most of our vehicles had some sort of mud or scraping on the rear hitches from all the steep climbs and descents.
Good job, brother.
Yeah! Your heart's still with you.
But my heart rate is not there.
And a special award goes out to John for giving it his all on this run in his all-wheel drive Honda Passport. Well, that's it for this episode. We'll be back, Moab. We'll come back with more experience as better drivers to explore you some more.
Yeah!